Okay, welcome to my first big project of the new year. Actually, the first big project on YouTube ever. I am about to, well, undertake. It's actually my biggest project ever. Anyway, oh gosh. I am about to remake the armor I made for my son's red Darknut costume from Halloween. Because to be honest, the first time around didn't come out very well. I made it out cardboard and, well, here's the picture. It came out really rather ill-fitting and, excuse the pun, boxy. And he wasn't exactly satisfied with it. And neither was I. So I'm going to attempt to remake it, this time using cosplay foam. And add some extra embellishments that I simply did not have time to do the first time around because I only had like 2 weeks to do it. The only thing is, I actually only have 4 weeks to do it this time. Because the goal is to have it ready in time for our local library's FanCon that they do every year, except for last year, since they were not able to do it last year. But, well, let's see how well this goes, shall we? And let's get on with it. Okay, first I'm going to take the original templates that I used previously and trim them down to size. I had these weird little tab things that were supposed to help reinforce the seams, but we won't need these for this project. And I also want to make them a little bit more symmetrical because frankly they were not. This may take a little time.
Oh, and I forgot to mention my intro. In addition to making this armor and a helmet, if I have time, I would really like to make a sword and shield to go with it, but that will have to be in another video, and if I have time.
Okay, so that's the front piece. Now here's the back, and I'm going to repeat the same thing, trimming and make it more symmetrical. Yeah, I know this is pretty boring, but it's essential. Okay, this part honestly isn't necessary, and I add it because I thought it would make it look a little nicer, but I add these additional sort of curvy seams because, yeah, I thought it would look nice, but, well, yeah, I might regret this later, simply because it just made it more complicated, more work for me, and I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind later, but... So now, after trimming this bit some more because it won't fit, it's time to trace. Whoa! I don't think I have enough foam for this project. Well, I'll have to think about that later. So I'm going to do most of the tracing cutting off camera, so I'll be back in a minute. And here we are, all cut out. Now to glue them together. And now let's glue together. Don't worry, it's not going to look like this. I know it looks more like stormtrooper armor, but you know, it'll look better when done. Now I'm going to line it with padding to make it more comfortable for my son. And here's the padding I'm going to use. I actually bought this by mistake originally, but hey, it turned out to be a good thing after all. So I'm going to use the templates to trace out pieces and then trim them down to size as needed. Okay, here's the front of the cutout. Now I'm checking to make sure I know just how much to trim out. Looking pretty good. And now to do the same with the back portion. To trace to to mark just exactly how much I need to trim off, because this part is a little bit more crucial than the front bit. And once they're done, I'm going to cover them with fabric to make it more, well, just in case. And now here's the fabric. Yay! This is the softest, most coziest fabric I could find. The truth is, it's actually a duvet cover that I bought at Goodwill for our daughter. But I wanted to make sure it was really comfy because my son has very sensitive skin and the foam itself is actually quite itchy. Even though he will be wearing clothing with this, so he probably won't even notice, I just wanted to be on the safe side. Use hot glue to glue it on. And now the front part is done. So repeat the same steps on the back. And there's the back. Now it's just gluing in place, and then I'll paint the armor. And there we go. Oh wait. Something's missing. I forgot something, didn't I? That's better. Now the back too.
Okay, time for a progress update. I have not made much progress. As you know, I goofed and didn't order enough cosplay foam for the armor, and although I put an order about a week ago, it still has not even been shipped. So, can't finish that right now. And for some reason, although I already have all the stuff I need to make the helmet, I got in my head that somehow I should make the armor first and then the helmet after. But I don't remember why. So I guess I'm just going to have to work on the helmet now while I wait. So let's go do that.
Okay, now for the helmet. The template I'm using is one from a blog where they have lots of really great, fantastic templates. It's actually for a Spartan helmet, but I've adapted it a little bit, including making it larger, which is actually what I forgot to do the first time. But I'll include the link to it. They have all kinds of things, so it's really great, including instructional videos that clearly show how to cut out the pieces and assemble them. So if you really want to see how to do that, go to there. Otherwise, frankly, I'm going to do this off camera instead. Okay, now I finished the gluing. And yeah, here we have it. I modified the weird rooster thing on top to better suit what we're going for the Darknut costume. As far as the front, I'm not really sure how to explain what I did there. Honestly, I just kind of eyeballed the general shape and then tried to make it symmetrical and hope for the best. And I like to think it came out pretty well. Then as far as, well, I made these eye slots because I had no idea what we were going to do to make sure my son could actually see through it and still have it look accurate. So I gave up and did that instead. Anyway. And now next step is to paint it red, I suppose. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do to make the designs on the front too. I thought about making stencils and I thought that would speed it up. But I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, 3 coats of paint later, and here we are. I made some stencils to use for the decorations, mostly out of poster board scraps, but I ran short of them, so I also used cereal box.
for the one from the mask. And I thought I'd show you a little bit of how I'm going to attempt to do it, although it probably will need some touching up and won't come out perfectly. But hey, hopefully, here's the stencil. And look, there's Pikachu in the back, or was. Well, let's see how this goes. Wow, that's going to need a lot of touching up. But I think I can make this work. Well, I'm going to finish the rest off camera, so see you in a little bit.
Okay, another progress update. The mask is finished. Yay. Yeah, I don't think you can hear me in that, can you? Okay, so that's out of the way. All I have to do is finish the rest of the armor, which now I can since the foam actually came. Yay! But I'm running short on time, so let's go hurry up and get that done.
So first off, I made these templates based on measurements that were so far off that I wound up having to add additional pieces to extend it. You can see those taped on here. Yeah, I know. Anyway, this is going to be for the sort of, well, to me it looks like football player shoulder pads, but yeah, you get the idea. So this part is going to be for the front. I didn't make a separate template for the back because I figure I'll just kind of trace parts of the front and make small adjustments as needed, including using this long strip I cut out to use for a sort of collar thing that will be attached to the back. And hope that goes well, I guess. And then I made, well, this... I made this square-ish looking shape that I hope I'll be able to use to cut out 2 actual shoulder pieces and then maybe shape them to get the general weird shape that they look. But I don't know. Let's see how that goes, I suppose. I hope it'll be okay. So let's get started. Tracing and cutting some more. Okay, here are all the pieces. I'll trace and cut out now. And yeah, I'm going to have to at least attempt to shape them before gluing them together, because yeah, that's not going to work the other way around like I did with the other things. And oh gosh, I hope this is going to come out okay. Once I finish gluing, and yeah, I'm going to have to make some satchels to decorate it, huh? Oh well, back in a bit. Okay, here it is, all glued together, and well, I mean, it's not exact, but I kind of like the way it turned out. I think I made the collar a little too wide. I mean, I tried it on my son, and yeah, it's a bit big, but then again, it allows a lot of freedom of movement for his head, so I guess that's a good thing. The shoulder things aren't quite like I wanted, but I'm not sure I'm ever going to get them right. And yeah, it looks okay from the back. So now I need to paint it, and then add the decoration and stuff. I'm going to use the stencil thing. I figured out how to use it properly to my advantage so that it saves me a ton of time. And will hopefully look really well. So I'll see you in a bit. It's all finished and painted and looks nice. And now I just need to do all the other pieces, I guess. Yikes. Or do I? No, I cheated. I went ahead and got them done. So here's for the leg armor and for the arms. big of me, I don't know what everything's called. And I don't know, I like how they came out. And I even made a belt. I actually forgot to the first time around. I used the vinyl remnant to make them that I featured in my mini fabric store haul video. If you didn't see it, it's okay. Yeah. I also used some of it to make these little fastening things along with some mini belt buckles. They were a pain in the butt to make, but I don't know. I think they came out pretty well. They were worth it. Now just need to, well, show it off. My son agreed to wear the full costume for camera, but keep in mind he's a little camera shy, so you know, bear with him. So, it's finally finished! Yay! But did I finish it in time? Yes, actually, I have a whole week left. Yay! Question though, is that enough time to make the sword and shield too? Probably not. But I'm going to try it anyway, so that will have to be in another video though. So, anyway. When making this video, I didn't set out to exactly do an exact tutorial or show how this should be done, because by all means, I'm certainly not the best person to go to for that. My intent with this video was to show you that you shouldn't let a lack of skills or perceived lack of skills or lack of creativity, whatever, prevent you from at least trying to do the things you set out to do. Because you never know, you might surprise yourself and make something pretty fantastic, even if you're the only one who thinks so. Yeah, I hear you snickering over there. So anyway, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye!